MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Miami Marlins.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Henderson Alvarez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass, but let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Wind up and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando as he'll take a look at ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
Lifted in the air out to right. Stanton giving chase. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Brian Braun now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Fastball called for strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Just starting things out here in South Florida. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Jimmy Nelson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Jimmy Nelson, he comes with a lot of high hopes. Not an overpowering guy, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good four-seam, high-riding action. Has the slider, has the changeup. The secondary pitches at times come and go. If he has the changeup and has the slider working, he could be really tough.
Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring in the middle.
In is Christian Yelich, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Gordon aboard here at first with nobody out. There he goes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. He's not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Sinker, 3-2 now. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. The 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
None out, runners at first and second. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Justin Bohr. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there on the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The shortstop, Chris Taylor.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He hits at a .364 clip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Sent out to straightaway center field. Phillips will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Miami's out in front 2-0. Leading off the inning, Travis Shaw, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time. That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's Neil Walker. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Walker, 33 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Sean Rodriguez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. Yelich is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 2-0. Now batting, Carmen Lopez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Laid off as it caught the inside corner. check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball one. It's 1-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there, down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
In now, Henderson Alvarez. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's D. Gordon now. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Marlins leave one. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back at Marlins Park for the third inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Brett Phillips will bat next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Behind 0-2 now. Drury is over to take a look at it. And that's going to land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Drury shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 9.
Digging in, Manny Pena. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Yelich, and he makes the catch for the second out. So here now is the pitcher, Jimmy Nelson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail things here 2-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And he takes this one high, 1-1. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down.
27, Giancarlo Stanton.
So one out now for the Marlins in their half of the third, and set to stand in the ultra dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground, and Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, Justin Bour. Hit hard to the right, but foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Stanton stands at first with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Taylor. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground toward the left. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box, Brendan Drury. High and deep to right center. Orlando's on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. The 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Therefore it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Paulo Orlando. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch on the way. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. And he'll put this away for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. No balls and a strike to count. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. 0-1 pitch on its way. Bounce towards the second baseman. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Up next from Miami, Carmen Lopez. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Orlando going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Walker. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Up next for the Marlins, Edgar.
Stepping up now, Henderson Alvarez. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Left side, Shaw has it. Offline throw, but a good job of getting back to the bag as the side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Neil Walker. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here for Neil Walker. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Brewers have cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman, Sean Rodriguez.
Stepping in now, Sean Rodriguez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. takes this the other way to right. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Center fielder number 33,
Brett Phillips will bat next. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Here comes the first pitch. Line hard. Foul. Oh, that one got the pitcher. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Standing in now, Manny Pena, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In the air, down the line in left. Lopez has a beat on it. And that's the first out of the inning. So now the Brewers pitcher, Jimmy Nelson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here to second for 1, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
The batter, shortstop.
Ready once again, Orlando Arcia, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Leaves a slider right over the middle. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers claw back just a bit on the solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here in Miami. It's the Marlins 2 and the Brewers 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go D. Gordon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. For Walker now at second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian.
In is Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the ultra dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And that misses for ball 1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Braun has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. They lead it 2-1. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. And he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Popped him up. Taylor has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Stepping in, Ryan Braun. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First offering on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Brewers have come back to tie things at 2.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Into the box, Neil Walker.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Here it comes. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
0-2.
The 0-2 once more. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But the Brewers tie things up thanks to this solo home run. Through 5.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. So striding forward now, Justin Bour. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
In now, Chris Taylor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 on its way. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bour leads off second with nobody out. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Grounder down the line at third. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Orlando is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Harmon Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 out here and a runner at second. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 1 left for Miami. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back to South Florida. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Digging in once again, Sean Rodriguez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Stepping in now, Brett Phillips. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Yelich. 2 down.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Now at the plate, Manny Pena. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high and deep to right center. Stanton on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the In now, JT Realmuto. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia has it. And that's the first out.
Up next for the Marlins, Edgar Anderson Alvarez.
Freddie Becerra will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, D. Gordon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pulled this one into the air out into right field. Orlando is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Andrew Susac is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Brian Ellington has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Brian Ellington.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the catcher, number 13, Andrew Susac.
This is skied into short left center. Taylor calls for it. 1 out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Next to bat, Orlando Garcia. He was a ground out victim last time up. No balls and 1 strike. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is high, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lopez sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Anthony Swarzak is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half. half of the eighth. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. For Walker now at second. And Walker's throw is right there for route number one. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Giancarlo Stanton now head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's gone 2 for 6. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Riding in, Justin Bour. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Heading after it is Phillips. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun. Here's Ryan Braun now. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Realmuto is there. He's got it one away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Travis Shaw comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-1 the count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Kyle Barraclough enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 46.
Here's Neil Walker. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Into the box, Sean Rodriguez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Drury shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. And Milwaukee's taking a 3-2 lead. Trevor Rosenthal comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
56, Trevor Rosenthal.
So digging in now, Chris Taylor head-to-head with Trevor Rosenthal. He's 4 for 11. First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Rosenthal has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Orlando's on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line hard to center field. Phillips is there, and quickly 2 are gone. On here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Now at the plate, Harmon Lopez will swing it from the left side right here. Rosenthal's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball stays a little high that time. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Down the first baseline, Rodriguez scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Brewers came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Anthony Swarzak claims the win out of the pen, his first. Trevor Rosenthal wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Brewers, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.